Hey everybody, welcome to Not Spiky Saturday on the Mana Leek. This is one of the rare months where we have 5 Saturdays and I only have 4 sponsored drafts each month, and so I actually get to take a weekend off. So the final Spiky Saturday draft for this month, Masters 25, will be next Saturday. This Saturday, I wanted to show you Magic Arena because the NDA has dropped and I can now create content and show you Magic Arena. I did this on stream on Thursday as soon as it dropped, as soon as the NDA dropped, so some of you might have seen this already. But we're just going to walk through Magic Arena. We're going to play some games. I'm not really going to, spend too much time talking about what I'm playing. I'll instead spend a lot of my time talking about what I like and what I dislike about the Magic Arena at the moment. So it is in closed beta, so if you do want to have your chance of playing it, you need to go to playmtgarena.com and sign up there, and then invites will get sent out periodically. Open beta has no date yet. I would expect it to be a minimum of 3 to 4 months away, and release, I'm not sure if it'll release this year or not, but it's playable, sort of. So let's check it out. So this is what you'll see when you first log in. You have your quests here. So we currently have one quest, which is play 10 lands. I can accomplish that. We also have a daily win, or sorry, a win quest. So if we win, we get 200 gold and a random card, usually a common. Can be a mythic. I got a Scorpion God yesterday. And for the first 5, 10, and 15 wins each week, we get a booster pack. As you can see, I've already won 30 times, so we're not going to be getting this. This daily one, I believe it's the first 5 times you win, you get gold in a card, and then the next 25 times you win each day, you get 1 card. You stop getting gold. Gold can be used to buy packs. It's currently 1,000 gold per pack, so presumably we'll have enough gold to buy a pack by the end of this video. Currently, you start the closed beta with 10 pre-constructed decks, 1 for each color combination. So you get a dinosaur deck, a merfolk deck, a vampire deck, etc. You can also see I have built blue-white approach, which is what we will be playing today. Currently in the store, all you can do is buy packs. At some point, you'll be able to buy gems with real cash money. Who knows what they'll be used for? Could be tournament entry, could be cosmetic items, could be starter packs. I don't know what it'll be. And there is also a mysterious redeem code. Who knows what that will be? Perhaps codes in booster packs. But yeah, let's jump into a match playing the blue-white approach deck. We're gonna do this quest to play 10 lands, and we'll talk about the interface and what I think of it. Overall, I have to say, Magic Arena has been rather quite fun, and it will be my go-to fun way of playing Magic, but it will certainly not replace serious Magic MTGO for me at all. So this is our opening hand. Annoyance number 1. I really don't pay too much attention to who will go first or not, because it's just this tiny little thing down here, and the second we click keep, it's gone. And so now I can't even remember who's going first. I do remember it was me, but that would be something I would like to see. We're gonna drop Sensor is blue to cycle. Let's drop the Rivulet. So currently, if you have nothing that you can do, the game will auto skip you through if you don't turn on full control. If you have something to do, it will pause at each priority step, which, instantly tells your opponent you have something. Not a huge fan of that, but it does make the games go nice and fast. They're on blue-white, so they might be a similar deck to us. So we'll just drop the search now. I have auto tap turned on, so it would auto tap my lands, but because I have to pay a life, it won't just automatically do that. And the auto tap is another annoyance. It's a little bit finicky at the moment. Frequently, I want to I want to cycle a Censor, and so I'll play Compulsory Rest with a Plains of Plains and an island, and it will tap my island, even though I really need that island for cycling. So auto tap is a bit iffy. Approach, unfortunately we need that card. Unfortunately I don't want to see it, or I don't really want to see it on turn 3, but so be it. Another annoyance, and I promise I will get to the good stuff, because there's a bunch of good stuff about this. Are we just going to drop a Gideon into a counterspell? That feels bad. No, they'll counter that, so we'll just pass the turn here. I really want to know what turn it is. There's no indication of what number of turn it is. Like, it's turn 3. Ooh, search. Ouch. Okay. So I shouldn't have passed the turn there. I should have held up Censor. Yeah. So there are frequently times where I don't know what turn it is. You know, I want to figure out, did my opponent miss a land drop? But there's no way of knowing what turn it is. So I'm not a big fan of that. We're going to try to drop this search again. Counter it. Negate it. Straight up cancel. I'm going to censor that. Perfect. Also, knowing where it is in the turn is something that I'm having trouble keeping a track of. Basically, these little icons light up orange, which especially on this background does not stand out. And so it can be really hard to actually see what's going on. Do we want another sensor? We've got one in hand. It's starting to get pretty crappy. We're going to pitch that one. So I would like that to be more clear as to whose turn it is and what turn it currently is. Whose turn it is really just like this blue halo, which can be hard to notice. But the good stuff, the games do play really, really fast. I think we can drop Gideon into this with a sensor up. If they have a negate, we get a little bit screwed, but let's try it. So the good stuff, the games do play really fast. It feels really snappy. It's great for just kind of messing around. They're opping. They're trying to find something. Yeah, as I said, it's going to be my fun, you know, I've got 20 minutes till supper. I don't have time to draft or do anything like that. Let's get the emblem now. And I want to jam some magic. And this is a great way to do that. So, pretty happy about that. And as I said, this is closed beta, so theoretically, everything you see could be different by the time it actually comes out. Probably not everything will be different, but theoretically everything could be different. Sure, cycle that sensor. The economy. The economy is something that's been talked about ad nauseum. Yeah, we're gonna counter that. You bet. The economy has been talked about ad nauseum. It is currently very tight. It takes a long time to get packs. It takes a long time to get mythics. It takes a long time to get anything you need. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's pretty close to a hard counter, or soon it will be, anyways. Let's get them for 4.
Now it's my turn.
I expect the economy to become less tight as time goes on. The current wipe was arguably really just to figure out how quickly people could build their collection. So I'm not too concerned about the economy because I do expect it to change. Absolutely let them know your feedback because that's how they'll know it needs to be changed. Oh. Alright, well, both in hand isn't the worst thing. Both in hand is not the worst thing. Also, just killing them with Gideon is not the worst thing. So currently, yeah, you're only getting 3 packs a week for wins, and then you're getting gold maybe every 2 or 3 days to get a pack. Alright, so they're embalming that. So what do we do about that? I guess we can Gideon +1 it, and then compulsory rest it. So yeah, that'll work. Glyph Keeper, not a problem here. Pas de problème. Countervailing Winds. Let's pitch that one. I really need to get lands. Didn't get a land. Alright, so we'll +1 the Glyph Keeper. And then we will compulsory rest the Glyph Keeper. I said I wasn't going to talk much about my my plays here. So some other things that you can't change yet. You're always Angrath. Your opponent is always Huatli. Can't change that yet. I would expect that to be possibly a cosmetic feature that you pay money for, because that's a great way to introduce microtransactions into the game without being I get the best cards, which Magic is anyways. Boy, cast out, eh? No, that needs to go to the graveyard. We need land so we can actually win this game with approach. Still not getting there. Let's 0 Gideon.
Now it's my turn.
Let's 4 him. And let's pass the turn. So you can't currently change your avatar. I expect you can at some point. You're going to Ixalan's Binding that, eh? Can I interest you in paying 6 more mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Ooh, we might get a counter war here. Well, Gideon's how we're winning at the moment, so let's try to continue winning that way. Please don't counter. Yeah! Alright. Alright. Opt. You can go to the graveyard. I need lands. I could transform it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw a land and we get to approach. Yeah, let's transform it. Sweet. Can I approach? I can. Thank you. Let's 0 Gideon. Get in for 4. Are we going to win on approach or are we going to win on Gideon? Secrets. The tap thing has been talked to death. I've been getting more and more used to the tap not being, you know, like a full 90 degrees. Can I win on approach, please? Thanks. All right, we won. We won. Perfect. So, did we play 15 lands? We did not, so we didn't quite win that, but we got our first reward. So you get the money up, and you can click the money. That feels good. And we got a honed Khopesh. Hurrah. As I said, most of the cards are pretty bad that you get here. So next one we get 50 gold, so we get less gold, but that will give us enough for a pack. We also hopefully will play 4 lands. Yeah, so just before we go into the next match, I'll show you how the wild cards work as well. So this is their version of dusting. So in Hearthstone, you can throw away cards to get a tiny amount of dust, and then for a large amount of dust, you can create a card. I don't like that because I hate throwing away cards. You know, what if I want to use Fanbearer someday? I don't want to throw it away. So I actually do really like this wild card system. So you get these cards. This is a common one. It's gray, and you can get common, uncommon, rare, or mythic rare wild cards. You take this card and you turn it into any common you want. So if we want another Fanbearer, we can make another Fanbearer. I'm not going to because I don't want another Fanbearer at the moment anyways. But that's a really cool system. These get opened in packs. They also get opened in the Vault. The Vault is another way of getting wild cards and getting stuff and getting value out of your cards that you don't need. So when you get your 5th copy of a card, so what do we have a 4 of? Do we have 4 ofs of anything yet? I don't think so. So let's say we open up, hey, we got 4 sensors. Let's say we open up another sensor in a pack, or we win a sensor as our daily reward or our win reward or whatever. That 5th sensor goes away and it turns into a percentage. I don't know what the exact percentage is at the moment in the vault. When this hits 100, you open it up and you get some cards and you get some wild cards and you get some random stuff. So as your collection really fills out, this vault would theoretically start filling up faster. So a cool way to stay in the game of getting more cards as you go on. There are, of course, some bugs. For example, our quest just went away, but closed beta, so you know how that goes. We should also take a look at the decks. The pre-con decks are actually pretty good. So Blue-White Approach I built from scratch. Sun Empire I have modified. It has a Carnage Tyrant in it. But if we take a look at, what's a good one? The Blue-Black one is actually pretty decent. Sitting in this Blue-Black one is, you know, a Chupacabra and a Glyph Keeper, and there is Tetzamach in it and a Netzahal. Overflowing Insight is the mythic. That may not be the best, but you actually get some pretty decent cards in these packs, or in these decks. And from what I've heard, if you're playing a pre-constructed deck unedited, the game is currently tending to match you with people who are also playing unedited pre-constructed decks. If that's true, that's pretty cool. You know, that way I'm not playing, you know, somebody playing a Merfolk deck that's pre-constructed and is okay but not great might get crushed by a Blue-White Approach deck, and they won't get paired up with that. So that's kind of a cool idea. Presumably matchmaking will be heavily based on record in the casual approach. The other thing currently about the beta that you might not have, or that you probably did notice, is that we played a best of 1 match, and that's all there is right now. There's no best of 3 matches in the program yet. There's no sideboarding. There's none of that. I was hoping that would be there by the time the NDA dropped. I'm hoping it comes soon, but there's been no news on it. So hopefully that does come soon. In addition, there is no draft yet, and that makes me a bit nervous because I really want to know what the draft is going to be. I fully expect to continue drafting on MTGO and drafting on Arena like once a week when, you know, I get the coins or whatever. But we'll have to see how the draft works when that comes out. We do know it is going to be 14 card drafting, so it's not going to be using these 8 card packs or anything like that, but we don't know anything else just yet. So we'll see how it goes. That does make me slightly nervous. But as I said, I don't want to come off as disliking this program, because I don't at all. You know, I'm not John Finkel saying it's a mistake and should be, you know, scrapped or anything like that. You know, there's just some things to change. We do have an as foretold for the spicy tech in our in our deck. Let's hope we're against a creature deck. So the meta is currently Amonkhet and Ixalan. There is no Kaladesh in the game just yet, which is making the format really be very blue-black heavy. Green-white. I haven't seen a green-white deck, or I haven't played against a green-white deck just yet. Presumably this is the cat deck. So my experience has been that the meta is very quickly going towards blue-black Scarab God, because Scarab God, of course, is a mistake. But that, of course, will change when we actually get full standard. Feral Prowler. I don't super care, but if we don't draw a land, we are just going to get 1 to death. No, you know what? I don't super care about that. Oh, okay. Missed that land drop. It wouldn't be a Saturday Magic video without getting land screwed, right? Taking 1. And then the animations is the big thing that's going to make this be my very casual, 20 minutes here or there game, because I don't need all of these animations. Yeah, 3-1 is a bit scarier. Don't need all the... Oh, come on, deck. Pass the turn. Oh, I don't want to cycle one of these countervailing winds. Really don't want to. The upside is we're going to keep them off creatures if we do hit a land, because we can Essence Scatter here. Countervailing Winds is hopefully going to counter some things. Maybe we'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Come at me. So there is also this timeout system. So they haven't announced how it works, but from what I'm sort of gathering is that every turn that you don't start to have your timer tick down, you get a little light in these boxes. So you see I have 1 light and they just got 1 light. When you get 3, you get a timeout, which means that you can actually let your timer go to 0 and then it can go to 0 again. So if you have a turn where you're really going to start thinking, you do have that time. Boy, treasure map and go. Wouldn't be Spiky Saturday if it wasn't for this, eh? Cycle that desert, sure thing. Please no Regal Caracal, because it's a long way from River's Rebuke. Land. Show me that kitty. Three mana, 4 mana. 5. Oh, Vizier. Fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Hey, a land. So Countervailing Winds is for 2 at the moment. That's not the best. Sailor blocks, but if that cat comes down, I'm in trouble. But then we'd have River's Rebuke before too long. Let's Sailor. It'll block. This is one of 4 creatures in my deck. 2 of the other creatures are also Sailors. And then we have a Netzahal as well. So otherwise we win through attacking with Gideon, or approach, or most commonly, our opponent conceding. Alright, alright. Man, I don't even want to use this treasure to scry. Cartouche, yup. Kill my sailor. Yeah, I need to get River's Rebuke online. Pretty badly. Pretty badly. Taken 5. So, worst comes to worst, we could draw a land in Ixalan's Binding the Menagerie. Well, we can compulsory rest the Menagerie. Yeah, let's do that. This puts us back on a 12-turn clock, which I'm totally okay with. And they will not want to sack that Vizier, since it lets them cast their creatures off the top. Trying to think what else is going on with this interface. I don't think there's too much else to talk about with the interface. Anointed Procession. I see. I see. Uh-huh. Well, they're down to one card at least. Down to one card at least. So with them being at one card, I might just take the turn to cast that as foretold and start ticking it up. Ipnu Rivulet. Yeah, let's walk on the wild side and play as foretold now. We get a Scry finally, which gives us a treasure, which puts River Rebuke online. So we're actually decently okay here. They're still on one card in hand and one on top. Oh, they do have the Pouncer to Eternalize at some point, which is scary. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. So we might have to Rebuke next turn. Oh, and it makes two of them because of percent. Oh, right. 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 Okay. So we're going to take one, go to 10. And then we probably just have to Rebuke. I think. So let's Treasure. And Scry. Hieroglyphics, you can go away. As foretold. Draw our card. What do we get? It's a Censor. Yeah, we just need to River's Rebuke. Blue, 1, 2, 3. How did I miscount that? Blue, 1, 2, 3. How did I miscount that? Shouldn't I have 2 treasures? Wait, did Treasure Map use my no. Wait, no, Treasure Map doesn't make treasures each turn. I forgot what Treasure Map does. Okay, are we just dead? 8, 9. Okay, so no, we have to Ixalan's Binding one of the Adorned Pouncers. That's what we have to do. So let's do that. Let's Ixalan's Binding one of the Adorned Pouncers. We take 9 and we go to 1. Not the best. Not the best. We got super land screwed this game. Super land screwed. And did we played just enough lands to pass our quest. Do you have a cartouche? Regal Caracal would also do it. Yep, that'll do it. That will do it. We are done. Get done. So we're taking 13. Well, that was unfortunate. I actually haven't really been land screwed in this game so far. So all it took was making a video for a Saturday, and it still happened. But we got our 225 gold. So our quest is done. We get our next quest in 17 hours. So let's crack a pack and let's wrap this video up. Currently, you can buy any of the 4 packs, but the weekly reward is always just Rivals of Ixalan, which is kind of unfortunate. Also means that you should just never, ever buy a Rivals of Ixalan pack because you'll get a bunch. I'm currently looking for Second Sons and Gideons, so we're going to buy a pack of Amonkhet. And we're going to open it. See what's inside. Also, lovely animations here. Nothing we need for our deck. And our rare is Bontu. It's actually my second Bontu. It's a shame Bontu's pretty bad. And we opened a pack, so our vault went up as well. So every time you open a pack, your vault percentage goes up by 4. And I think the duplicates put it up by 0.3. So we're slowly heading towards a vault opening. But yeah, that's Arena. That's what Arena looks like so far. I expect tons of changes by the time it actually gets released. I expect tons of changes by the time it gets to open beta. As I said, I think open beta is probably 3 to 4 months away at the earliest, would be my guess. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. As I said, it is not going to replace MTGO. It is not going to replace serious Magic for me. It's going to be, as I said, I got 10 minutes, I want to play a game. Or I want to mess around with a deck. That's what it's going to be for me. If it does come to phones at some point, which I imagine it must at some point, that's going to be amazing. You know, I'm waiting for a bus. I haven't taken a bus in forever, but I'm waiting for a bus and I can just jam out a game. That's going to be super fun as well. So I'm excited to see where Magic Arena goes. I'm optimistic about it. It's not 100% my jam, but it's like 65% my jam. So hopefully you guys like that. Hopefully you guys had a chance to try out MTG Arena, or at least watch some streams. If you do have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me at the Mana Leek on Twitter. That's L-E-E-K, like the vegetable, not the card. You can also find me at facebook.com/manaleek, twitch.tv/manaleek, and patreon.com/manaleek. If you like the content, click that thumbs up button, click subscribe if you want to see more. And if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see you all next time.